మూడేళ్ల క్రితం ప్రారంభమైన వీహబ్ దేశానికే రోల్ మోడల్ గా నిలిచిందని మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ అన్నారు. వీహబ్ తో మహిళా పారిశ్రామికవేత్తలకు ప్రోత్సాహం లభిస్తోందన్నారు. నగరంలోని ఐటీసీ కాకతీయ ఆప్సర్జ్ పేరుతో ఫ్రీ ఇంక్యుబేషన్ కార్యక్రమం నిర్వహించారు. ఆస్ట్రేలియా భాగస్వామ్యంతో ఆప్సర్జ్ కార్యక్రమం నిర్వహిస్తోంది. ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ తో పాటు ఆస్ట్రేలియా హై కమిషనర్ హాజరయ్యారు.
Thank you, Jayesh and Deepthi for facilitating this conversation here today. One of the most important things, one of the most important initiatives of Government of Telangana after we assumed office about 6.5 years ago was VHub, which was conceptualized about 3 years, I think it was 3 years ago exactly, on International Women's Day, which was day before yesterday. So I'm very proud, very happy with the kind of progress VHub has made over the last 3 years. In fact, VHub has not only been a role model to the rest of the country, VHub also has been a very strong anchor and leader by example to many other states. In fact, I know I was part of 2 conversations, one with government of Gujarat, another with government of Kashmir, where VHub also is steering, is kind of directing, is guiding the local women entrepreneurial ecosystem there. With this partnership with Australian government, in fact, as Deepthi pointed out, Australia has been a great supporter. The government of Australia has been a great supporter to VHub, even before you really started your journey and you in your infancy, so to speak. Now, the second grant today that is being given out also reinforces not just this partnership, this belief, but also your commitment, Barry, and the Australian government's commitment to improving the entrepreneurial ecosystem in our country, in India. Your point about only 10% of startups being founded by women and only a minuscule percentage of that being funded by venture capital is absolutely right on the money. In fact, it is one area I think my government and other governments also need to constantly work on, need to constantly possibly, if private funding is not coming about, I think public funding is another source that we should potentially explore. In our conversation before we walked in, we were also talking about some superannuation funds and others who potentially could look at, opportunities in a country like India. One of the things I would like to believe could be of interest. I'm not talking necessarily about only the superannuation fund, but also other, crowdsourced or other public funded models, which could also look at, furthering the cause of entrepreneurship and more particularly women entrepreneurship in India. It could be a great,